Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go. Kicking it off on a Wednesday morning. Hopefully your morning is off to a good start. I tell you may have had a few raindrops out the door this morning. We've had some very light, showery activity moving through the area as anticipated. Not amounting to much in the rain gauge, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch, maybe a tenth of an inch if you're living just right. But that will persist through the morning, and we'll taper that off as we go through the afternoon. In fact, as we get into the afternoon, we'll even introduce some sun to the forecast, and because of that, daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 60s around the area. So kind of a gloomy start to the morning, but definitely a better afternoon. But the other thing you're going to notice by late day into tomorrow, it is that Gulf of Mexico moisture returning. As the Gulf of Mexico moisture returns, well, we've got a big upper level storm system that we have been highlighting, and the opportunity tomorrow, Thursday into Friday, maybe two separate opportunities of severe weather somewhere in our area. We're going to get you caught up with the latest details on that. And then also what could be a bit of a surprise event as we get into Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, some new data coming in is suggesting we may have an organized opportunity of active weather as well. We really want to get you caught up on these new surprising details this morning as well. So here were the morning lows around the area. 30s up along the Red River Valley, definitely chillier there. Elsewhere, generally 40s around the area to right around 50 at Dallas Love Field. So Brian Milland, one of our storm trackers, he had the drive cam out this morning, and again, this was up in Denton County. But again, you can see, even with a few raindrops, again, maybe some damp roads, overall, again, the traffic was, again, moving, at least weather-related, weather-wise, moving fairly smoothly. We know there's typically other complications out there on the DFW morning commute, don't we? Okay, so here we go. Here's radar, and again, you can still see some scattered showery activity moving through. This is kind of the finale, right? The final band that's going to be moving through. And again, even though you're seeing a lot of yellows, a lot of oranges, because the air mass is so dry, right? There's not a lot of humidity out there. Most of the raindrops are beginning to evaporate before they even reach the ground, right? So that's why we're talking about such light amounts moving through the area. And that's also why we're mainly just talking about damp, but not necessarily wet roads around the area as well. Take a look at this cold front pushing all the way down towards the Bay of Campeche, well out into the Gulf of Mexico. That's essentially turned off the Gulf of Mexico moisture. But again, that will be changing as we go through the day today, especially tonight into tomorrow. You will definitely feel a flux of Gulf of Mexico moisture, very sticky out the door tomorrow morning. All of that before this upper level storm system. You can see it spinning what appears to be another bomb cyclone diving down the coast of California. Again, as we go through tonight into tomorrow, Thursday, here it comes. It will be coming out into parts of the Great Plains. Notice the area of green there. That is the Gulf of Mexico moisture surging back into the area just in time for that upper level storm system to arrive as well. Now, we always say this during the spring when we're talking about the opportunity of spring active weather or severe weather, the devil's in the details. And I tell you, for tomorrow, Thursday, I'm keeping the rain probabilities pretty low. Even though you're seeing a little bit of red in our northwestern counties, the cap is pretty strong tomorrow, and we may or may not see any storms form. If we do see a few storms form tomorrow, the primary concern would be hail. They would be what we call elevated storms. But as we get into Thursday night and early Friday morning, especially from the Interstate 35 corridor off to the east, as a cold front arrives, I am anticipating rain and storms developing essentially right over the Metroplex between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Friday morning. They could be severe with a hail threat, and then there will be an organized line of activity pushing to the east as we go through your Friday early afternoon. Hail, wind, and there may even be an isolated tornado threat as we go through Friday afternoon as well. Here's Friday morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Storms form over the Metroplex. And then, like I mentioned, as we go through Friday afternoon, there's that broken line of activity quickly pushing off to the east. So for today, upper 60s to right around 70 in some locations, ending shower chances as we go through this morning. Here's a look at your Wednesday evening, looking good. Temperatures easing down through the 60s, fair skies. And again, overnight tonight, it will definitely be more humid, more balmy out the door. And again, because of that, those morning lows will only be in the 50s, generally 70s as we go through tomorrow, Thursday. Temperatures do begin to rebound. And again, we'll call it a 20% opportunity for tomorrow, Thursday. As we get into Friday, this is mainly Friday morning. That'll be a 50% opportunity. And then we're tracking Sunday, introducing rain and storm chances on Sunday. More on that next.